All right, come on in, everybody. Welcome back to another Tennessee Holler live stream. Let me know if you can hear me out there. We've been having some audio issues lately. Comment along. We're going to talk about what's going on with this KKK Grand Wizard Bust and what happens now after the good news yesterday. This fight is not over, and I want to explain why. Before I get to that, we're at tnholler.com. At the TN Holler on Twitter and Facebook is where you can find us. We're on YouTube too. We also have hollers all throughout the state. Follow all the hollers, and we are able to expand because you guys have been so supportive. So if you're not chipping in a few bucks monthly, I ask you to please do that. It really helps keep us going and do the work that we do. So first of all, I just want to talk about what happened yesterday. And then I want to talk a little bit about how we got here and then what comes next. But the bottom line here is this is not over yet. And we need to celebrate the victories, but I want to explain why this isn't over and who needs to hear from you, because there are still people that need to feel your pressure. Yesterday, the Historical Commission voted almost unanimously to move the bust out of the Capitol. We have a KKK Grand Wizard bust here in Tennessee, if you're just joining us in our Capitol. And the Historical Commission was the second vote. The first vote was the the State Capitol Commission that happened last year. It was a great moment. There was a lot of energy around that moment because we were still doing things in person. I want to show a little video from that. This is the moment that the State Capitol Commission voted to move the bust. So that was the exciting moment when the State Capitol Commission, that was their recommendation. Then it moved to the Historical Commission. The Historical Commission yesterday voted almost unanimously. Only Joanne Moore, whoever that is, voted to keep the bust. So both votes were almost unanimous. The first vote, the Capitol Commission, was 9-2. The only two votes to keep it were Jack Johnson, Williamson County Senator Jack Johnson, on behalf of the Tennessee Senate Republican Caucus, and Matthew Hill on behalf of the Tennessee House Republican Caucus. Both voted to keep this bust, which has been celebrated by the Klan. Yesterday at the Historical Commission, there was a lot of powerful testimony from Black people, descendants of slaves, activists, professors, all came forward and gave really great testimony. We tried to post some clips of that yesterday, and you should definitely check that out. And they voted to get rid of it. So now what happens? Okay, so in the law book, which is what dictates everything that's going on, it says the State Capitol Commission establishes policy controlling the furnishings, including but not limited to wall, floor, and window coverings of the state capitol. Okay, so that seems to kind of sum it up, but there's another part of this that says all actions of the commission pursuant to subsection A shall be subject to the concurrence of the State Building Commission. So yesterday after the vote, Randy McNally, the lieutenant governor, and Cameron Sexton, the speaker, said that they are asking for an opinion from Attorney General Herbert Slater on the matter. And Kleinheider, who is at Flacknally on Twitter, McNally's right hand, says McNally has always been adamant the law be followed, and he points to this part of the law, which says that the Building Commission must concur the Capitol Commission and Historical Commission. So at one point, McNally was saying that it wasn't properly before the Historical Commission, which doesn't seem to be true looking at the language. But what does seem to be true looking at the language, and of course they put all these hurdles up, is that the Building Commission has to concur or sign off on what the Historical Commission and the Capitol Commission voted on. So who is in the Building Commission and when does it meet? Well, the Building Commission meets the second Thursday of every month, which happens to be tomorrow. The Building Commission consists of Bill Lee, he's represented by a woman named Carol Ann Orsborn, and I encourage you all to write down all of these emails and email these people. Bill Lee, before the historical commission vote yesterday, came out and said that he is for moving it. So theoretically, Carol Ann Osborne would be a vote to move it. McNally is on the building commission. Speaker Sexton is on the building commission. Trey Hargett is on the building commission. Those three are people that we would probably say are not going to be sympathetic to moving this thing. Trey Hargett is the Secretary of Voter Suppression here in Tennessee. Cameron Sexton has given us no inkling that he would be for moving it, and neither has Randy McNally. Now, these other three, Butch Ely at the bottom, I'm skipping two. Butch Ely spoke yesterday at the Historical Commission and said he's for moving it. So that should be 2 votes to move it. Now, these other two, Jason Mumpower and David Lillard, I have no idea about. I would recommend everybody email all of them, all 7 of them. Jason Mumpower and David Lillard, I would imagine, are probably there, if I'm looking at this cynically, are probably there to protect this thing. My hunch now, this is just my hunch. I'm just giving you my hunch, right? My hunch is this has all been one big ploy, that they've known all along that they were going to point to the building commission that they themselves are sitting on. And they were going to say, well, the building commission has to concur, and they've got the deck stacked to keep this thing there. And that Bill Lee gets to look like a good guy and say, oh, we should put context around it and move it to a museum, knowing all along that the building commission is there as a backstop to keep the thing from actually moving. So Bill Lee gets to say, you know what? I want to see the thing go away, but it's not going to go anywhere, and he's protected. And so the people that he's catering to, the Klan lobby or whoever this is that he's so worried about offending, they know that he has managed to keep the thing there, even though he's paying lip service to, moving it. Adam says, melt it down and throw it in the dump. I concur. Rock-a-lot, who's always here trolling us, says presidents own slaves. Okay, but were presidents KKK Grand Wizards? Rock-a-lot. I mean, we're talking about a KKK Grand Wizard here. We are not talking about just a slave owner. We are talking about a guy who was the first Grand Wizard of a group who terrorized people. So if you want to die on that hill with these people, you go right ahead. There are near unanimous votes going on by Republicans and Democrats alike to move this thing. And Black people are telling us how much pain it causes them to see this thing in there. And what you, Rock-a-lot, and Sexton and McNally are telling us is that you don't care how Black people feel, that their concerns don't matter to you, that the fact that Senator Gilmore said it hurts her every time she gets off that elevator, a Black senator, that when she says that, it doesn't matter to you. That's what you're saying. So you continue to protect this symbol of hate, a statue of a man. This is a exhibit in our state museum that calls Nathan Bedford Forrest a terrorist. Our own state museum calls him a terrorist, and yet he's in a place of honor in our legislature. And nobody is saying, people are saying to melt it down, but the resolution from the Historical Commission and the Capitol Commission is saying move it to a museum, put it in a museum. Don't keep it in a place of honor in our Capitol with no context around it, as though this guy is some hero. He is no hero by any definition of the word hero, according to historians, according to many, many people, no matter what he felt at the end of his life, no matter how much remorse he felt, which is debatable. So, that I just wanted to let you guys know that the bottom line here is that they're going to point to this building commission as still needing to sign off because they built into law another backstop. They build all these hurdles in to move these things. And here's the last one. This is the building commission. So it's a attorney general opinion from Slattery, and then the building commission, which meets tomorrow. And for some reason, they're not even planning to talk about it. So, I'm going to go down there and ask them why they're not even talking about it. I'm sure they'll have no good answers for that. And in the meantime, y'all need to email them. Carol Ann Osborne, McNally, Sexton, Hargett, Mumpower, Lillard, and Butch Ely all need to hear from you guys. If you need their emails and contacts, let us know. Feel free to CC us, thetnholler@gmail.com, and we'll share your emails to them. But they need to feel the pressure. We've seen pressure work. We saw it work again this week when Tim Rudd's bill to attack the separation of powers died. We saw it work when the AP reported that despite the statistics showing that prisoners are vulnerable, that they were not moved up in the vaccine schedule because they were worried about the optics. Governor Lee was worried about the optics of like taking care of prisoners that were in jeopardy, apparently, or something. That changed yesterday after shame. So shame works. Y'all need to keep pressuring these guys. Again, here are their emails. Carol Ann Orsborn, McNally, Sexton, Hargett, Mumpower, Lillard, Butch Ellie. Butch Ellie and Orsborn theoretically would be yes votes. So if you're going to pick 5, pick the 5 in the middle, email them, CC us, get on their asses because this thing needs to go away. It's a disgrace. And as VSN Tennessee says, keep the pressure on. Aspen says she loves the holler, or he loves the holler. I don't know. Aspen, sorry. You love the holler. Thank you. Again, I see Monica saying share the emails again. I'll share them as many times as you need them. And if you don't get them from here, ask us on Twitter at the TN Holler or email us, thetnholler@gmail.com. Please subscribe to what we do on at tnholler.com so you get our emails twice a week. And also chip in a few bucks a month. If you're not, it's how we're able to expand. It's how we have hollers all over the state and make it $10 a month or more. And I'll give you one of these. We'll send you one of these holler hats that I'm wearing. It really means a lot that you guys appreciate. And so take care. Rock a lot. You don't make any sense, bro. Biden's dog bit a secret agent. All Bidens hate law enforcement, blah, blah, blah. You guys don't make any sense. Like you come here so incorrect. You know how you're supposed to come correct? Rock a lot. You don't come correct, bro. You come with this nonsense. Your trolling is weak. Step your game up, son. And you're always invited to jump in and talk to us one-on-one. None of you Republicans ever seem to want to do that. I've emailed Republican legislators. They just ignore me. The reason we only have Democrats on here is because Republicans are too chicken shit to come on and talk to us. It's not because we don't invite them. I just want you all to know that. Take care. Email them. CC us. Talk to you soon.